Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe if this kind of content interests you. First off, I'm going to show you, I got some masks for Christmas. They're by Go Selly. Well, the bag says Go Selly, but it says Glam Up. Sheet masks. And it came in this bag. I cut the top off. And there's all different kinds. They got firming pomegranate, radiant tomato, refreshing peppermint, rejuvenating tea tree, nourishing acacia berry, I think that's how you say that, nourishing shea butter, clarifying oatmeal, revitalizing Japanese sake, soothing aloe, moisturizing avocado, and brightening lemon, and refreshing green tea, which says wrinkle resistance sheet mask by Glam Up. And on the bottom, I guess, you can cut it for extra serum. It says premium layered sheet allowing deep moisture grip. This is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the refreshing green tea. And it says green tea extract soothes the face, calming any skin irritations. Apply after cleansing, which I just got out of the tub, and I had to wait a while because I wanted to air dry my hair a little bit. So my face is clean. Leave on for 20 to 30 minutes before removing. So I'm going to put this mask on, and I'm going to update you on some of my channel, not changes, but kind of changes, and talk to you all about like my new schedule, what I'm going to be doing on this channel, where I want to go with it, and so on and so forth. Oh wow, this is really wet, which is nice. And it smells like tea. It is green tea. It smells like freshly brewed tea. Okay. If we can get this on, we'll be good. Oh my goodness, is it wet? So, let's line her up. Oh my god, that's cold. I should have warmed it up in some hot water. Oh, it feels nice though. We've been having crazy weather here. Today it was I'm not going to complain. Even though it was raining, it was in the 60s. It made everything smell so good. This is really wet. I'll just rub all that down my neck. Okay. It feels nice. I'm not feeling any, tingly. There's a couple in there that I don't think I'll use, like the tomato one. I don't know how my skin would react to that. This one says wrinkle resistance. We can all use that, right? Okay, so I wrote a thing down. Wipe off my hands. Take a sip. Hopefully I didn't get that on the mask. Alright, new things for my channel. Well, I joined a collaboration with 3 other ladies. And starting next Wednesday on January 11th, it'll be, it's a beauty. It's called Brood Beauties. And it's a collaboration with 3 other women that I met here on YouTube. And what we're going to do, we're going to try for weekly Wednesdays at 1 o'clock for our video on standard Eastern Standard Time. And it'll be beauty, a makeup look. And I believe a different theme every week. So look forward to that next Wednesday. On Thursdays, I'm going to start uploading Mask and Magick. And that'll be on Thursdays, and I'll try to have it up by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes my internet can be wonky during the week, so we'll see. I'm going to start it out like a series. What we're going to talk about this week is divination. And I'll get more on that. I have a master's degree in metaphysical science that focuses mostly on holistic healing and energy healing. I used to be an instructor on an online metaphysical college, but that has since closed. And right now, I want to focus on my channel. I want to focus on building my channel, possibly getting monetized. I do have a soap company that I run, and I am at my physical capabilities limit-wise on the soap that I produce for the 5 stores that I produce soap for. So I can't take on any more, for soap business. And that's also seasonal as well. I mean, not really, but really. My biggest orders are Halloween and Christmas and Easter. So I would like to get monetized eventually. And I'm low on the totem pole. I think I have 124, and I appreciate you all. I'm just reading my notes so I don't forget. I changed the posting schedule from Monday and Wednesday to Wednesday and Thursday because my stepson, with his Xbox, it's literally impossible to upload anything when he's here, and he's here every weekend. So it's hard for me to get stuff uploaded. And also I'll have my monthly unboxings from Mindful Soul and Amazon and stuff like that. So this week we're going to focus, or not this week, but this series is going to be about divination and different methods of divination and what they are. They can be found around the world. Many cultures practice the same methods under different names. I'm only going to cover the ones that I use and I am familiar with and that I have taught classes on. It'll be a series that's posted on Thursdays at 1 o'clock during face mask time. And for this today, we're going to cover tarot cards and oracle cards. Next week will be pendulums. Then we'll do divining rods, fire and water scrying, tea leaves, and Norse runes. That's how it's going to run. I'll put a number 1, or I'll say what in the description will be what we'll be talking about. So let's talk about tarot cards. What are they? And what they're not, So tarot cards are a way for a reader, an intuitive reader or psychic, to not so much foretell the future, but guide you through your future. And this is my opinion. So that's how I look at it. It offers guidelines and probable outcome based on the present forces at work. Anyone can learn to read tarot. It helps if you're intuitive, but even if you don't feel you are, almost everyone has some sort of intuition we're born with. You can still learn to read them. And just like with anything else, practice makes perfect. There's no right way. There's some wrong ways to do it, but there's no one right way that you have to learn, or, to learn to do tarot. I learned tarot through my grandmother, and I learned with a regular deck of cards, just playing cards. That's how I originally learned. There's hundreds of different tarot decks on the market. I always choose a deck based on my intuition. I have to feel them. I have to see them, look at the artwork if it speaks to me. That's how I choose a deck. Some decks I got as gifts I'm able to connect to, and some I'm not. Most deck of cards come with a book or a booklet with them, with a general meaning of each card. I don't normally read the books. I mean, I do know the general meaning of the suits and the of the cards, but that's not how I read. A different type of reader when it comes to that. I know the general meaning of the card, but I have to, it goes by how it feels to me intuitively, how it fell on the table, what the person's question is. There's a whole bunch of different factors when it comes to reading tarot cards or oracle cards. So oracle cards, they're different. So these are tarot cards. This is the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. I get them because they're small. They fit in your hand. They're the exact replica of the regular Rider Waite Tarot, except for they're smaller and easier to shuffle. So these are tarot cards, right? Okay, and then there's oracle cards. Right now, this is one of my favorite. Highly recommend this. I bought it on Amazon. It's the Sacred Forest Oracle. The artwork is absolutely beautiful. It comes with a booklet, but also in this booklet, there is a code. When you buy, you go onto this website. Say you pull one of these cards. Say you're doing a daily card, and you pull out Spirit Guardian of Autumn, all about letting go. You can read. Oh, that wasn't very nice. You can read the description of the card in the book, and then you can go onto this website and put the code in and choose that card. And there's like a guided meditation on how you can connect deeper with the meaning of the card. Amazing deck. I love it so much. And I got Moonology. I got Angel cards. All kinds of Oracle cards. I got a lot of those. I don't always use them when I'm doing readings. I usually stick. I have two, I have the Rider Waite, and then I can't even remember the name of this deck. But I use this deck. I will find the name. It's called Sacred something. I know I have the book. It's the Sacred Circle Tarot. The book's over there. I've never read it. I just really connected with these cards. And getting to that, let's go back to where I was. I go by how it feels to me intuitively. That's just in a nutshell. A normal tarot deck consists of 78 cards. The first 22 cards are the major arcana cards. And they usually focus on like the general, like what the energy is bringing to the whole entire reading. Like different, it'll set the, because there can be judgment, there can be strength. It enhances it. They are also, then there's the minor arcana, which are divided into 4 suits normally, which usually consist of swords, pentacles or coins, whatever you want to call them, wands, and cups. And I'm just trying to keep up with my notes and not make this a real long, drawn-out thing. The 4 suits focuses on a theme also. Swords can be conflict, morals, and also emotion, like the spoken word. Cups are also emotion, but dealing with relationships. Pentacle or coins is usually material, finance, building things, building your future, things of that nature. Wands usually represent activity, jobs, ambition, creative ideas, creative endeavors, etc. So using the tarot cards and doing readings, for me, it's an intuitive process, and can become a focal point on your own psychic abilities and intuition as you practice and as you get more comfortable, like say reading for someone else. Your intuition will gain strength. You'll notice that things will just psychically or intuitively come to you easier as you get more comfortable with reading and taking a chance in doing a reading. And some people say they can't read their own cards. I can read my own cards. It can be difficult because you have to take your own ego out. And it's real easy to misinterpret what the cards are trying to tell you because what you want to happen. So you almost have to take yourself out of the equation and pretend you're reading for a stranger to get an accurate reading when you're reading for yourself. Some tarot readers can't read for themselves, and that's fine too. I mean, it is what it is, Some readers use elaborate layouts. Some use simple layouts. Some do certain shapes, like Celtic cross layout, goddess layout. There's all different kinds of layouts you can do. It's all up to you. Some use simple layouts. I like to lay out 2 rows of 3 to start on a normal reading. And then if I need some clarity on a situation or the way the cards fell, I'll lay more cards on top of certain cards to get more clarity on the situation to better help me guide the person that I'm doing the reading for. And, just to get more information. Other times, like if I'm doing a year reading, I will lay out, I do it like 4 rows of 8. That's how I like to do it. Everybody does it different. It's what you're comfortable with. So reversed cards. Not all readers read reverse cards. I do read reverse cards. And it usually is opposite of what it would be in its upright position. Not always, but usually. Or like say if you get a strength card and it's upside down. And it could just mean that, you might be feeling under the weather or you need to focus on building strength. It depends on the situation. But I do read reverse position cards. Not every reader does. During readings, I always try to keep things positive. There's nothing worse than going to a reader who doom and glooms you and, you're half afraid to leave the building when you leave with your reading. I never understood that. I do know readers that do that and have done that to me. I do not do that. Even if I see something negative in the cards, I'm not going to put it in a way to the person I'm reading for, like all this doom and gloom. Am I going to mention it? Yes, I'm going to mention it. By the way, if what's going on, the situation that's happening right now, it could possibly create this more negative-sided outcome. I'm going to lay some more cards on there to see what steps that person can take to change the outcome. You know, and if a reader ever tells you that you have a generational curse and she's going to need money to help break this curse, just run. Run away. That gives all readers a bad name. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as curses or generational curses, but I'm sorry, that's unethical in my opinion, and I feel that that's just greed, and I wouldn't even trust the reading that the person was giving me to be a true reading, for my highest good. When I do a reading, before I even start, I clear all the negativity out of the room and off of the table that I'm using, and you use whatever method works for you. If you like to smudge, you smudge. If you use a spray, spray. If you just pray, pray. Whatever it is that clears the negativity. When the client or person first sits down, before I do a reading, I become quiet and I go into a little prayer or meditation to ask my guides and their guides to connect. And I surround my reading with pillars of protective light. Only allow those with good intent and spirit of good intention to bring forth, information through the cards. And I always ask that the reading be done for the highest good of the person asking for the reading and what they're allowed to know. So that's how I set it up. And I mean, you can set it up. I usually have some crystals on the table that I connect to, a candle to set the atmosphere. I mean, whatever, how you want to set it up. I don't always use a cloth. I normally use my kitchen table. People like that too, that do that curse thing and all that. I just feel that they give good, true, wanting to help readers that are actually using their intuition to get your best reading possible. They just give everybody a bad name, and put a stigma. Now, as for learning to read cards, practice makes perfect. There's many online tarot courses you can take, and I think there's even some free ones. I can look it up. If I find any, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Cleansing and storing your cards. Very important. All right, so this is the can it's a metal can. It's cute that the deck of cards came in. Now, what's inside here you hear rattling around is these little place cards in the booklet that came with it. I keep my tarot cards in a bag, and I use a piece of clear quartz I always stick in there to clear the energy off the cards and to keep them with a positive energy. That's the one. This is my other bag, and inside there is the quartz. Now, my oracle cards, I usually keep them in their boxes. So, like my Moonology cards, it's in its box. It has its little booklet. Because there is just no way. As many oracle cards decks that I have, and I allow someone that's getting a reading, I put them out on the table. If they want me to pull a card for them out of an oracle card, I will gladly do that. I let them pick and, choose which deck they would like. And there's just no way I would be able to memorize and remember all the meanings of these oracle cards. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 oracle decks right now. So there's that. But anyway, cleansing and storing your cards. I usually pass them through incense smoke. I like to use frankincense. I feel that that clears negativity. I have frankincense incense. I also have this incense, dragon's blood, I like, and one called Fairy Night Song that has a really good, it has a lot of rosemary in it, which I feel is very protective and cleansing. But you do whatever works for you, of course. Storing them in bags or boxes, or the box they came in, a wooden box. It's up to you. It's a personal preference. You know, if you want to lay a piece of sage, ceremonial sage in with your cards, any crystal of your choice, or you don't have to lay anything in with them. Like I said, I use bags for my tarot, and I only have 2 tarot decks because those are the ones I connected with. The Rider-Waite tarot is the one I learned on after, you know, using plain cards. But my first, like, real tarot deck was a Rider-Waite tarot, and it was, you know, the bigger version than this smaller version. It's easier to shuffle. So that's that. That's tarot cards in a nutshell. I hope I covered everything about them and how they're used. Tarot cards are usually used for, you know, a reading. Oracle cards can be used daily. You can use them like just pull one a day, read the meaning to set your intentions for the day, or however you want to use them. You can use them in readings as well, but they're different in the sense of where tarot you lay down to create the story of what's going to happen. Oracle cards are a little bit more difficult to do that with because they seem to focus on a subject and in a deeper way. So that's my #1 video on in this divination series. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to keep this mask on. And next week we are going to talk about, I wrote it down here so I wouldn't forget, pendulums. All about pendulums, how to use them, and what they're used for. And we'll do that on the next one. So until next time, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like this type of content. And I'll see you next time. Bye.